Hi, this is my submission for CS50's Introduction to Game Development. This is assignment 10, the ProBuilder update. It comes alongside the Portal lecture, but this is having some fun with ProBuilder and ProGrids. So yeah, let's just take a look at this. So this is like a world I've created here. It's pretty random, but it utilizes a lot of the components within ProBuilder and obviously ProGrids to support that. So there's a lot of randomness going on, but the general idea is sort of like a little platformer and uses various shapes, and you collect this cool little banana at the end. I just thought it was so random, it was funny. So yeah, let's take a look. So I just created a plain, a cube at the bottom, and sort of added the brick wall texture, so we're sort of trapped in a box. Then I used different textures and things. I mean, it's not meant to look great, but I guess the point is to utilize the builder and the grids. So I'm going through a cylinder here, some floating steps. You gotta do the tricky spheres. Coming up to the torus, that's like the finishing goal. And you come up to this banana. You click the banana. There we go. All done. And it puts you back at the start. So yeah, it's pretty random. I did a cool skybox I found in the asset store. You can see there's clouds and stars and things. I don't know, it's totally random. I'm not a designer by any means, but yeah, it was pretty cool working with ProGrids and ProBuilder. Yeah. So looking at the code for this, there's not really much code per se, but there are a few gotchas with the repository code to consider and understand before you get started with the ProBuilder and ProGrids. So the example that was provided, ProBuilder and ProGrids, were actually assets in the asset store, and you can sort of access them in the asset store, but now they're actual packages. So if you go to the packet manager here, you can actually install ProBuilder and ProGrids. So from the repository code, I manually deleted the ProBuilder and ProGrids, and then I installed the packages properly through the packet manager. And otherwise, when I upgraded, I had a lot of problems with errors and certain things, and that seemed to clear those up. And two of the errors were some objects were obsolete in forced reset and simple activator menu classes. So when they pop up in the console errors, just double click them, and you need to change the GUI texture to UI.image, which is part of the Unity UI library, and also GUI text to UI.text, and that will fix those errors, and that will allow you to play the portal example. So that's the portal within the portal scene here. So that will allow you to play that and get up and running with that. So once you've installed the ProBuilder and ProGrids packages, there was no real gotchas. Obviously, you have to enable ProGrids here when you first view the ProGrids window here, and check that it's disabled by default. So just make sure that is actually on, and that will enable the ProGrids. You can sort of see them in the scene now. And yeah, ProBuilder, pretty much just view the window, then you can do everything from here. I felt docking it here with the text labels were really good. I thought the text labels were a lot better than the icons. Otherwise, you got to learn them all. So yeah, and it's just the case of adding new shapes. For the planes, I just used a cube and really stretched it out. I didn't use a plane, but it really doesn't matter. And when you have a plane, you can select the the edges and just extrude them upwards, and that's sort of how I did the walls around here. Then all these textures, they were pretty much provided within the project itself, and a few came with ProBuilder, so I just sort of dropped those on. The sky itself, this was from a cool package in the asset store, or asset rather, called Simple Sky. So it's just the case of going to the asset store, and you can import that into your project. when you import Simple Sky in your project here, it will just dump a load of stuff. If you open demo, you can actually open the Simple Sky demo scene they provide, and it's the case of copying the dome and the clouds and pasting it into your own project, and that's how you can sort of move the clouds and sky and just get a nice sort of static sky. I thought it added quite a lot, really. And then the banana, I just downloaded the banana from a low poly fruits pack. I thought it was pretty cool. Come with all these fruits. Again, they're in the asset store. And to make the banana sort of work, I just added a script to that. So if I go to this scene, this is the scene I created. It's called new level, or one word. These are all some of my ProBuilder objects, sort of really disorganizedly put in there. I had an audio source for my music. The canvas has a text label, so that will allow us to sort of display, you know, like you won, for example. So you can see there, you won, press place to restart. So that's sort of what the canvas does there, similar to the helicopter lecture. And yeah, these are all my objects, and the banana itself is a prefab again from that asset. And I just added the banana script and associated the text label to that. So if we go in the banana script, I just added this code here. So I have a flag here called 1. You can set it to true or false. So when you actually contact the banana here, so you can see here I have a function sort of here called onTriggerEnter. And that comes from the banana with the BoxCollider right here. So the banana has a BoxCollider associated with it. So in the script, that allows us to use the onTriggerEnter. So when we collide with the banana, we set the color and text of the text box. So we just modify the alpha channel, and that will make it appear. We can also use setActive, I believe, and that makes it visible as well. It really doesn't matter for such a small example anyway. And when we collide with the banana, we just set this one flag to true. Now the reason I have a flag is because I want to use jump, well, the space bar, to restart the level as well. So that's the only reason I use a flag. Otherwise, when you press jump, it will restart the whole new level. So that's sort of why I use the flag here. And that will just reload the scene all over again. This is the name of the scene here. And the scene manager is in the scene management namespace. So very simple, not really much code here. It's just kind of getting to grips with ProBuilder and ProGrids. So yeah, thank you for watching.